Hi people, this is my second video on the progress of my RepRap 3D printer. As you can see, I'm building the Prusa Mendel iteration or model. Right, I got the box of printed parts a few weeks ago now, I guess, and then I had to order up the threaded rod. I was hoping to obtain the threaded rod and the smooth rod and all the hardware I needed on a trip into the city recently, but unfortunately I wasn't able to obtain any smooth rod, so I just left it and ordered up what I could, mail order, and I got my threaded rod and nuts, washers and a few other miscellaneous items home the other day. Excuse me. Now I cut and deburred the threaded rod the other day, and I thought, well, shouldn't be long now, I'll get the frame together. And it's not a difficult design to put together, it's really simple, to be honest with you. But I did, however, encounter one or two small issues which I should really have checked before I began assembling it, and that was with these small clips. Now I think in a lot of instances it'll be fine, but in this particular case the threaded rod wouldn't pass through the hole here. There was just a little bit of melted plastic in places, and it wasn't quite a uniform circle, so the threaded bar was sticking. So I basically took an 8mm drill and I just deburred the hole using the drill by hand, and that worked quite well. So I thought, fantastic, I'll just continue with my project now. So I went and started to assemble the framework, only to discover that the tie bar, what I mean by tie bar is, if you give me a moment, I've got an example here for you. Well, I had an example here for you. Oh, there it is. This is how these clips should work. And what was happening was, although the threaded rod would go through the hole, it wouldn't pass through the bottom of the clip. So that had to be drilled out, and I don't know if you can see with the camera there, but it's a fairly substantial amount of plastic needs to be removed. You know, it'd be quite a lengthy procedure to try and file that out. So you do need to have a drill press and an 8mm drill to achieve that. It would have been difficult for me to do that without a drill press and drill. So that was my first little snag, if you like. The next thing was the holes on the white vertices, or the feet rather, and the top vertex. The threaded rod passed through these plastic blocks when I was forming the triangles or the triangular sections without any issues. So I assumed that the rest of the holes would be fine as well, but they weren't. The rods that passed through in this direction, all the holes that the rods go through had to be drilled out, only slightly, but just there was enough plastic there to prevent the rods from passing through correctly, or at all in fact. So I did that, and then I've managed to make the frame work tonight. My next step now is to locate a source for the smooth rod. I'll need two on this axis between these two black clips and these two black clips, and I'll need another two between the black clip at the bottom here and the yellow bracket, and another one here and that yellow bracket. That's the two axes that will be supported by the rod. So, and I need to get bearings for the belts, and there's a few other miscellaneous items that I'm still needing to locate before I can make any further progress with it. So this is now the beginning of, well, it's the second week in April now, so I probably won't make much more progress for the next week or two until I locate and order up the parts and they get delivered. But yeah, I'm pleased with what's been achieved so far. I've only put in a few hours of work, not even work, just a few hours of time into this project so far. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Hopefully I'll get the project completed within a month or two. It all depends on, I wouldn't say so much as time, but just getting the chance to locate the parts I need at a reasonable cost, getting them ordered up, and then the delivery times, you know. And once I've got all the parts I need, the actual assembly of the printer is going quite smoothly. You know, there's the odd little problem, but nothing serious at all so far anyway. Maybe the electronics might prove to be slightly more difficult for me to get to grips with, but I don't foresee any major difficulty with any of it so far. So I think that's it for now. I'll post another video when I've got any significant progress, and I hope you've been inspired to try and build one yourself. So if you do, good luck with it, and post a video. Thanks for watching, and hope you've enjoyed it. Bye for now.